Welcome back to the channel. If you've been watching the markets lately, you've probably seen some buzz around gold and an ETF called BTGD. It's one of the newer funds combining exposure to both Bitcoin and gold. And it's got a bit of a twist. It's leveraged and it pays dividends. Before we jump into this interesting ETF, first let me introduce myself. My name is Wes, and for the last 3.5 years, I've been researching ways to make passive income in both the stock market and in cryptocurrency, and want to bring my results, whether good or bad, to you through this channel. If that sounds good to you, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and please like this video. I'd greatly appreciate it. Before we get into the ETF, I want to show you the chart for gold, which is absolutely insane. So I took a Fibonacci retracement from August of last year, 2025, to today with the all-time highs at 53.11. So I would not buy gold right now. I would not buy gold at all-time highs, that's for sure. Will it go higher? Probably. Might go closer to 6,000. But I think when it retraces, it's going to retrace at least to the 50% level. So currently that's like $4,200. I think it probably will go lower than that. I think it's going to go down to around $4,000 to 3,700. I think that's where it'll end up within 6 months to a year. I've seen this way too many times where assets have gotten to all-time highs and then people buy them there and then they lose, a third or half of their money when the asset retraces. So I just want to make sure that doesn't become you. So I just wanted to go over the chart quickly. I do love gold in the future as well as Bitcoin. So that's why I'm covering this ETF. Okay, let's get into it. In this video, we're going to be breaking down exactly what BTGD is, how it works, where its returns come from, and what you should know before trading or holding it. Well, what is BTGD? BTGD is the 2x long Bitcoin and gold ETF from Tidal Investments. The fund aims to deliver 200% of daily combined performance of both Bitcoin and gold futures. In other words, if Bitcoin and gold together move up 1% in a day, BTGD's target is to move up around 2% that same day before fees and expenses. And there's an important thing to remember. This leverage applies daily. The fund resets at the end of each trading day, which means its long-term performance can drift significantly from simply 2x the asset performance. That's the nature of all leveraged ETFs. They're designed for short-term trading or tactical positioning, not long-term buy and hold investing. How does BTGD generate its exposure? BTGD doesn't actually own physical Bitcoin or gold bars sitting in a vault. Instead, it gets exposure through Bitcoin future contracts and gold futures. By combining both, the fund offers a unique mix, one that captures the upside momentum of crypto while balancing it with gold's more defensive characteristics. The ETF strategy gives traders a way to make aggressive plays on both Bitcoin and gold at the same time, using leverage all through a regular brokerage account. No crypto wallet or futures margin account needed. Okay, let's talk about the dividends. Now is where it gets interesting. Many investors are surprised that a leveraged ETF like BTGD can actually pay dividends. These payouts don't come from mining gold or earning yield on Bitcoin. Instead, they typically result from interest income, futures, roll yield, and excess cash collateral held within the fund. Because BTGD trades derivatives and holds cash to secure its futures positions, the fund may earn short-term interest on that collateral. Those earnings can create small but periodic distributions. However, these dividends should not be confused with sustainable yield. Think of them as pass-through income, not traditional company profits. Key risks and considerations: leveraged ETFs like BTGD can amplify both gains and losses. If Bitcoin and gold both fall 1% in a day, BTGD could drop roughly 2% or more because of that daily compounding effect. For traders, this leverage can be great in short bursts when momentum aligns in your favor. But for long-term holders, volatility decay can eat into returns if the underlying assets move up or down frequently without a clear trend. So before buying BTGD, it's essential to understand it's a daily rebalanced product, not intended for long-term compounding. Dividends are variable and not the main attraction. And like all leveraged ETFs, timing and risk management are key. Okay, what are my final thoughts on BTGD? I think it offers an innovative way to trade exposure to both digital gold and physical gold. Essentially a 2x levered bet on the idea that both assets rise together. It's an interesting product for active traders or macro bets on inflation and risk sentiment. But as with all leveraged ETFs, use it strategically, not emotionally, and understand the mechanics before you dive in. If you want to see how BTGD compares directly to Bitcoin and gold themselves, let's take a look at the charts. Okay, first of all, we got a comparison between Bitcoin and BTGD. BTGD has been outperforming recently because of the price of gold going up quite a bit. So Bitcoin's kind of flattened down. Bitcoin's the blue. Let's see if I can make it. Let's make it white. Quick there. Okay, that'll be easier to see. Okay, so Bitcoin's the white line here, and this is obviously the red and green candles are BTGD. So it's actually outperforming Bitcoin by quite a bit currently. So let's take a look at gold. Here's spot gold. Okay. So spot gold has been definitely outperforming BTGD currently because the price of Bitcoin has been lower than gold. So, this is combining the two. What I've noticed recently is that gold and Bitcoin do not run together like they were supposed to. It was supposed to be digital gold and physical gold. They are not running exactly the same. It looked like it did kind of sort of up until about November, and then it kind of came down. BTGD and Bitcoin came down, and gold continued up. Okay, would I buy BTGD now, the ETF? Absolutely not. The reason is that gold is on a huge run up, and I would wait for it to retrace. When would I buy this ETF? I would buy this ETF if both gold and Bitcoin were in the end of a bear market, or in a bear market where both of the assets are down. That's when I would buy it. Because when they came out of the bear market, you would get a nice return on it. Obviously, it does kind of move. If you look at the pricing, it does move quite a bit with the assets. But when Bitcoin goes down and gold goes up, you can obviously see the ETF does not catch up to the one asset that's doing well while the other is not. So at this moment, I would not buy it. I would be a buyer in the future. Like I said, in a bear market, I would probably add a little bit to my portfolio. If there is an ETF I have not covered on this channel, please comment which one it is. I thank you all for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. God bless. Have a great day.